So we are doing the second canto of the Book of Love, Satyavan. We have already done a few sentences, but let us start repeating the last few which we did last time. Only one sign was there of a human trait, a single path, short, thin and arrow-like, into the bosom of vast and secret life, pierces enormous dream of solitude. This is the place where they two are going to meet shortly. Now this place, apparently it is the description of a geographical location where the meeting is going to take place. Historically, in terms of the legend, in terms of the story, it is in the Shalva woods that Satyavan and Savitri are going to meet. But it appears to be too ancient to be ascribed to this location or that place. It appears to belong to something which is not only beyond space but also beyond time, as if this is going to happen somewhere else. The meeting is going to take place somewhere else. It looks as though the poet is seeing, the yogi poet is seeing the meeting of these two spatial souls, not on earth, but somewhere in the transcendent. He is visualizing it, he is seeing all that thing happening elsewhere, not on the physical plane of the earth here, not on the physical Shalva woods. The divine Shalva woods, the transcendental Shalva woods are somewhere else, and it is there that they are going to meet. It is a picture also of something which is happening at the beginning of human time. At the beginning of human time. Only one sign was there of a human trait. Some mental being has appeared on the scene, and it is in that context the meeting is taking place. A single path, short, thin and arrow-like, into the bosom of vast and secret life. Now, vast secret life, Brahat, Hridayamaya, it is that kind of a thing which is happening elsewhere, life. Pierces enormous dream of solitude. Although it is a geographical picture showing that the path is piercing to the solitude like an arrow. Therefore, what we have here is going to be the picture of Satyavan. Satyavan, who is not perhaps approaching physically in the presence of physical Savitri, in the physical Shalva woods, but somewhere else. They are seeing them somewhere else, meeting them. Here first she met on the uncertain earth, the one for whom her heart had come so far. The one for whom her heart had come so far. It's a very beautiful line, very sweet line, and goes on and on and on with a specific beat rhythmic beat, the one for whom her heart had come so far. It is an echo of the distant sound which you constantly hear in this particular line. The monosyllabic, that's the beauty of the line, as I said. See, let us read the next sentence also. As might a soul on nature's background limb stand out for a moment in a house of dream, created by the ardent breath of life, so he appeared again the forest worlds, inset twixt green relief and golden ray. Very beautiful lines poetically, both these sentences. Actually, I have made a little scansion here of these lines. It is interesting to see how the poet uses, so to say, his poetic skill, his metrical skill in recreating a certain scene in front of us. Here first she met on the uncertain earth. The line, if you scan in the usual conventional manner, it will be here first she met on the uncertain earth. That is how it will go. Here first, that is short long, that is an am. She met, short long, on the short, uncertain earth. There is a period in between and ams on either side of this line. Here first she met on the uncertain earth, the one for whom her heart had come so far. It keeps on echoing, you see the sound constantly, you see. A perfect iambic line. And the beauty of the whole poetry is that, see, if you keep on repeating the same rhythm, then it will become monotonous. T-tum, 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 T-tum. It will become monotonous. All the while, if you keep on doing that, then the charm of poetry is lost. But there is a subtle variation in the vowel selection, vowel presentation. Here first she met on the uncertain earth. You can see the difference between the two lines, the metrical flow of that, you see. That is the art of poetry, and Savitri is of course a master in it. Now, I was discussing a little while ago with my friend Prashant this line. Here first she met on the uncertain earth. If you go strictly by the way of accents, then the line is here first she met on the uncertain earth. That is how it will be. But the beauty, contextual beauty is you can also lay a little extra stress on here. Here first she met, to emphasize that this is the place where they are going to meet. This is the place where things are going to happen. Here first. In fact, in that case, I will sort of subdue the stress on first and give more emphasis on first, on here. Here first she met on the uncertain earth. We could say that also in the context of the passage here. So the poetry is that way moldable. It can mold itself. At the same time, the perfection of line, exact word at the exact place, that is important. More just at the proper place. That is important. If I say, first here she met on the uncertain earth, the poet is gone. The poet is gone. Meaning is the same in both the lines, but the poetry is missing. First here she met. It doesn't sound good, you see. The meaning, content, thought is the same, you see. But the poetic emphasis is of a different type here. See. Here first she met on uncertain earth, the one for whom normally doesn't carry a stress, doesn't carry an accent, but here it sort of automatically gets a little accent. You sort of pause on home. Here, the one for whom her heart had come so far. See, there is a little stress on home becoming here. Then, as might, soul, as might. You see, again, here also, might doesn't carry a stress. As might, soul. Normally you would read, as might, soul, on nature's background limbed. That is how metrically it will be. As might, soul, on nature's background limbed. But here again, that might has a little stress coming here in view of its position in the line there. As might, soul, on nature's background limb. So it is that soul which is now seen in the form of a contour. Satyavan, whole nature is there, and you can see his figure as if it is sketched out, it is etched on a plate, so to say, of nature. Stand out for a moment in a house of dreams, Savitri is dreaming as if. And she is living in a dream world, and there she sees this person, so to say, created by the ardent breath of life. So he appeared. Again the forest verge, inset twixt green relief and golden ray. Again the alliteration here, green, relief, golden, G's and R's, inset twixt green, GR, relief R, golden. The alliteration of G, R and L in this line is very sweet, is very rhythmic. It carries a different sound value altogether. Insect twixt grain relief and golden ray. As if now the whole description of Satyavan follows here. Noble and clear, the broad, peaceful havens. That is a loftiness. Noble. You see, here the line begins with an accented syllable. Noble. Earlier lines were starting from short to long. Here it is from long to short. Noble. It gives a different emphasis on the personality of this individual. Noble and clear as the broad, peaceful havens. That is the meter. Noble is one word, is one foot, and clear. Clear is 1 foot again, as the third foot. Broad peace, it is a spondy. Full havens, it is amphibrod. The last foot. Noble and clear, the broad, peaceful haven, a tablet of young wisdom was his brow. Freedom's imperious beauty curved the limb. See again the majesty now coming here. Suddenly, the rhythm is different. The majesty is there now in the line. Freedom's imperious beauty curved the limb. The joy of life was on his open face. The joy of life. He is a young man, and you could see his face glowing with vivacity, with life, with energy. You see. His look was a white daybreak of the gods. My God. Suddenly, you see, where you are taken now. So this is a picture which is happening elsewhere. See, his look was a white daybreak of the gods. His head was a youthful rishi's touched with light. Already there is a spiritual glow on his forehead. He has already accomplished great spiritual siddhis, and his whole personality is glowing with those spiritual realizations. His look was a white daybreak with a god. His head was a youthful Rishis touched with light. His body was a lover's and a king's. So there is a majesty in him. Valor is there, heroism is there, full of life force is there, and lovers. His body is lovers. Beautiful, imposing, sweet, charming. All those qualities the lover are there in his body itself. In the magnificent dawning of his pose, now he's talking of his pose, he is a young man, built like a moving statue of delight, built like a moving statue of delight. Now this is a very beautiful way of describing, it's an oxymoron, moving statue. Statue is stable, it does not move. It is an oxymoron, you see. Something which does not move and just still moving, you see. That is the beauty of poetry, you see. Built like a moving statue of delight. He illuminated the border of the forest page. The whole forest is like a page. And then the moment he stands here, the whole page shines out in his light. Out of the ignorant, eager toil of the years, out of the ignorant, eager toil of the years, abandoning man's loud drama, he had come, led by the wisdom of an adverse fate, to meet the ancient mother in her groves. Now, the toil of the earth, subject to nature, is all loaded with ignorance, charged with ignorance, so to say. He is ignorant, basically, all the years. It has been happening all along. Essentially, the transition is Satyavan was born in the palace. His father was a king, and he had a mighty kingdom at his command, Shalva. That is a place where he lived, Shalva. And due to age, Dyumatsena, Satyavan's father, became blind. And taking the advantage of his blindness, his enemy captured the kingdom and threw him out, drove him out. He was then an exile to the forest, Dyumatsena. He, the queen, and Satyavan, the child, maybe a few years old, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, they came to the Selva woods and stayed there in the hermitage. In other words, we can say that from his childhood, maybe 5 years, 7 years, something like that, till he has grown into a full youth, maybe 25, 20 years or so, or roughly for 20 years, Satyavan grew in the forest, in the company of the rishis, in the hermitages there around. And whatever knowledge, whatever learning he acquired in that place, in the company of the rishis there, of the forest, of the trees, of nature, everything. Now, so he was driven out from the palace as a young boy, as a child, and came to the forest here. Therefore, it is an adverse fate that he had lost his kingdom and he came here. He is no more a prince now, he is an exile. So he lost his kingdom and he is staying in the forest. Adverse fate brought him here. But in that fate, there is a wisdom, there is a kind of foresight, there is a kind of a plan. Something has to happen and therefore it was happening. Things had to fall into places and therefore it happened. Led by the wisdom of an adverse fate. So this is a wise fate although apparently it looks calamitous, not a very happy. You see, you have lost your kingdom, you have lost everything, and you are living in the forest. So that is a fate. But that fate has some other calculation in her mind. She is not concerned with your immediate reactions to the events of time. She is not concerned about that. She is concerned about the long passages of time where things had to happen in a certain manner. That is her wisdom. And she will lead you inexorably in that manner. So, led by the wisdom of an adverse fate to meet the ancient mother in her groves. So, it is to greet her, to be in her company, to grow in those surroundings that this adverse fate brought him here to the forest. Because something has to happen. Well, now that we have become very wise, we know that why Satyavan had to be here, because Savitri is also shortly coming here and they are going to meet and things are going to happen. So we know now the corrections why all those things had to happen here. Led by the wisdom of an adverse fate to meet the ancient mother in her groves. Now, mother, it is she who is nourishing him. Ancient, we have seen the number of occurrences of ancient mother in Savitri, of mighty mother, and till that. Here, the ancient mother in the context would stand for nature. In her primal mood, ancient mother would stand for that in context. But as I was saying, that this is also a picture of something which is happening elsewhere. It is that ancient mother which has brought all these things. She has put the puzzles in such a way that they will start fitting into a pattern pretty soon. You see, everything there. The jigsaw is going to be fixed here. So it's already planned there. She will come like this, he will come like this, they will meet here, this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. All those things are going to happen. Because it's already planned there. It has to only get sort of transcribed here on the earth. And that is what is happening here, you see. Led by the wisdom of an adverse fate to meet the ancient mother in her groves. In her divine communion he had grown. Divine communion. That is the beauty of that meeting. It is that oneness with nature that Satyavan is growing. She is his teacher. She is going to give him all knowledge, all wisdom. A foster child of beauty and solitude. So he is not really the child of Satyavan, of Dyumasena and Sheba. Satyavan's mother, though not given in Sheban to Savitri, but in the Savitri tale of Vyasa, Mahabharata story, her name is Shaibya, Satyavan's mother. Shabya. Shaibya. Shabya. Shaibya. That is the mother's